On April 25th, 2024, this video of a woman went viral for one simple reason. She didn't exist. It was a deepfake so convincing that no one could tell that it was secretly this man in disguise. While impressive, this technology immediately gave rise to a multitude of concerns, namely, surrounding the nightmare of any single looking to mingle. So join us as we investigate the terrifying world of AI and how it is being used to manipulate and scam innocent people looking for love. In 2023, over 65,000 lonely singles have fallen victim to romance scams.
You think it's just going to get worse?
Yeah, it will.
It's a billion-dollar industry that's unethical and heartless.
I've cried with them because it's so hard to listen to their stories.
You've probably heard stories of those who encountered a scammer through questionable Facebook friend requests.
Women all over the world are in love with him. Others despise him.
Text messages from unknown numbers.
A seemingly innocent message from an unknown number, often from your area code. But when they come with a flirty tone in a photo, you can almost always guarantee it's a scam.
And hey, even a catfish on a dating app.
These scammers love to use military members. I mean, think about it. It is so easy to say, I'm deployed, that's why I can't meet up with you anywhere. A lot of the scammers also say they work with the secret services within the military, and that's why they can't video chat. But they sure can't message you all day and night.
There's even a new scam that businesses are trying to cash in on.
I met this guy on a dating app and he immediately asked me out on a date to a specific restaurant. I get to the restaurant and see that he's nowhere to be found.
Known as the venue promotion scam, the setup relies on scammers convincing someone online to meet up at a specific business only to ghost them.
I thought I might as well just have a meal while I am in the building. And it wasn't until I got home when I was scrolling Facebook and I saw a very similar story from a girl at that same restaurant who also got stood up. She found out that there are restaurants now posing as people on dating apps just so you go to their business.
But there's a name for it. They're called food diggers.
To the average person, these scams might be easy to identify. The problem is, with OpenAI becoming public in 2022, and improving at such a fast rate with little to no regulation, this is new territory for many people, requiring us to stay sharp and be on the lookout for the hidden signs of being catfished by robots. But luckily, keeping our minds sharp has never been more fun. Thanks to our sponsor, 2 Dots, a mobile puzzle game with the goal of connecting same-colored dots to complete objectives within a limited number of moves. What immediately caught our eye about 2 Dots is its beautiful minimalist design accompanied by soothing music. And as you advance through the levels, you'll travel through diverse environments like the ocean, mountain, forest, and more, as well as unlock new objectives that challenge you to elevate your strategic thinking skills. Our favorite part of 2 Dots has to be the weekly scavenger hunt events, where you look for the hidden items to earn unique rewards. It's a great change of pace from cognitive skills to improving your visual skills. On top of that, we absolutely love the detail and care that was put into the adorable artwork and interactive design in the scavenger hunts. I mean, just listen to how cute this is. These weekly events keep things fresh, making us excited to come back for more. So, if you're looking for a relaxing game to play on your breaks or keep strategy skills sharp, 2 Dots is a must-have to add in your collection. There are already over 115 million downloads globally, and they're currently celebrating their 10-year anniversary with some exclusive in-game events that you don't want to miss. Consider joining the 2 Dots adventure. It's free on iOS and Android, and we're highly positive you won't be disappointed. Download now from the link in the description or scan the QR code on your screen. Now back to the story. So, how is AI plaguing the dating pool? First, let's talk about interactions in the world of dating apps. The endless swiping, overwhelming choices, ghosting, rejection, time wasted. It's an exhausting process to say the least. And now, as you come across your perfect match on the other side of the screen, it's possible they don't even exist, or at least that persona doesn't. Yes, some are using AI to have conversations, leaving victims to realize down the line they were in love with ChatGPT all along. You've heard of ChatGPT, right? It's an AI language model developed by OpenAI to engage in human-like conversations. ChatGPT learns from text it finds online like websites, books, and chats with people. It evolved from chat logs to voice-to-speech.
My dog really loves treats, but I want him to be a healthy boy. What are some healthy treats that he might really like to eat?
It's great that you want to keep your dog healthy. There are plenty of healthy treats your dog might enjoy, like carrots, green beans, or apple slices. Just make sure to remove the seeds.
To camera detection.
I see you're rocking an open AI hoodie. Nice choice. What's up with that ceiling, though? Are you in a cool industry-style office or something?
And just recently, on May 13th, with the introduction of GPT 4.0, it can now flirt with you without prompting it to.
It seems like you're in a great mood. Care to share the source of those good vibes?
Yeah, no, the reason I'm in a really good mood is because we were doing a presentation showcasing how useful and amazing you are.
Oh, stop it. You're making me blush.
You can see where this goes. What started with students crafting AI-generated essays to pass college has now led to singles using AI to find partners. According to KJ Dhaliwal, the Chief Strategy Officer of Social Discovery Group, a company that builds AI technologies for dating, gaming, and entertainment websites, dating sites have always used AI in the form of matching algorithms. These days, however, consumers can use the same technology for their personal use.
Instantly get a response. Copy, paste, and send. And watch the shotties roll in.
Some people have even found ways to automate the process so you don't even have to lift a finger. And while this might sound like a niche use for AI, it's more common than you would think.
So many profiles that I see are completely blank. And then the ones that do have something, sometimes it's just one sentence, but you don't have to do it alone. So that's why I encourage particularly men to get on these AI apps and help them write something, anything. It would make me feel like, oh, this person is putting in more effort.
In fact, dating coaches are even suggesting that singles use AI as a way to upgrade their profiles by allowing this technology to write captivating bios, answer tedious profile prompts, select photos, and even deliver opening lines in conversations.
Actually, this is pretty on point. This last section, let's not get ahead of ourselves before we start planning our food and fitness adventures.
Naturally, there have been success stories which we'll discuss soon. But first, the obvious concerns. There are very real drawbacks of using AI on dating apps. From the inability to form real connections through the technology, the two people meet since their bots got it off so well, just to find out the bots set them up and they're complete opposites and don't get along at all. Why would you? The whole point is to get to know someone. That includes their personality and style of writing. How depressing to hide all that through AI. To the potential ethical issues. Is it a good idea to use bots to manipulate women for me? Is that catfishing? Chatfishing? In fact, when one Reddit user asked ChatGPT for its thoughts on using AI for online dating, even the technology had its reservations, writing, "It's also important to remember that genuine connections are built on authenticity and effort from both parties. While it might be a clever use of technology, I think it's better to invest time and energy into getting to know someone for real, rather than outsourcing the conversation to AI. It's all about striking a balance between using tech as a tool and not letting it replace genuine human interaction." Dating coaches have also encountered AI responses that are a little, well, unsettling. According to Cher Gottman, founder of Wingwoman, AI-generated responses are often too wordy, include an unnatural amount of emojis, and, in some cases, are just borderline creepy. For example, when one Tinder user asked ChatGPT to compose a message to their match, who they said liked cats, the app opened with the line, "meow," and proceeded to ask if the match had furry friends, and add that they were down to chat about all things cat-related. When the Tinder user asked for a more human-sounding message, ChatGPT skipped the meow, but continued to rave about fur babies and feline friends. Reddit users weren't impressed. As one commented, "Feline friends gives me serial killer vibes for some reason, haha." And another wrote, "Sounds too generic, like it was written by a bot. Have you always been a cat person, or is it a recent development? Cringe." And cringeworthy might be right. YouTuber Neo Chang, who tested out ChatGPT on Tinder, also got similar, awkward results when asked for help on opening lines.
"Are you a bank loan? Because you have my interest. Oh my god. Your name reminds me of royalty. Do you always get treated like a queen?" Cringe! This is so cringe.
In another case, YouTuber Anthony Rier also ran into issues while trying to automate ChatGPT, which copy and pasted his match's response back to herself. A piece of data that was inputted into ChatGPT to formulate an answer and something his match was not supposed to see, prompting an awkward explanation. Still, some people find using AI more efficient than coming up with answers to profile prompts and maintaining conversations with likely several matches all at once. As one Reddit user put it, "The amount of energy I put into creating thoughtful replies was a huge time sink. When I finally said, f it, I started getting more matches through volume." There's even a case where one man found his future wife by using AI. Alexander Jardin used AI to talk to 1,000 women and land 100 dates before matching with Karina Vyalshakeva on Tinder. And while Alexander relied less and less on ChatGPT as their relationship progressed, when the AI gave him one piece of guidance, he listened. At some point, the project wrote me a recommendation that maybe it's time to propose to Karina. I took the advice, and she said yes. But this experiment was not without hiccups. In one instance, the AI asked the match to go for a long walk in the woods during their initial conversation. In another chat, ChatGPT promised Alexander would bring chocolate and flowers to a date, without giving Alexander the memo. He didn't even know AI planned a meetup. Safe to say, that match wasn't pleased. These types of mistakes can be dangerous if you happen to be at the wrong place with the wrong people. Luckily, Alexander's match was safe. However, texting is the least of our worries now. There's something much more sinister about AI's impact in the dating world. Let's discuss the dark side, deepfakes. People are already using AI to get the perfect business headshot. What happens when they do the same for dating profiles? In a world where filters and plastic surgery have led to an increasingly unachievable beauty standard, for some, the allure of AI photos can be too enticing to resist. Meet Syra Mueller. She trained Remini using 4 of her pictures taken over the years. She uploaded these images on Hinge, alternating between the real images and the AI-generated ones. According to her findings, the AI-generated pictures received more likes than her real photos, excluding the ones with missing ears and non-spherical irises. Of course, using AI to present a perfected version of yourself is a pretty major virtual faux pas. Yet, without any regulation, this technology continues on its journey to better imitate human likeness. Remember AI voice cloning? It was only 11 months ago when AI voice cloning was an issue, and it wasn't even used in romance scams.
Voice cloning technology is making family emergency scams more convincing. Jennifer DeStefano says she was convinced her 15-year-old daughter Brianna had been kidnapped.
And she says, "Mom, these bad men have me. Help me, help me, help me."
Now, AI has progressed at such a fast rate, AI videos have become more advanced than ever. Pair AI voice with video, and you'll have a scammer's dream.
I am not Morgan Freeman, and what you see is not real.
Just take a look at this comparison video to see how much AI video has improved within 1 year. Then there's this incredibly convincing deepfake of a man digitally altering his face with a woman's face.
When he's sort of tugging on the cheeks as well, that looks remarkably realistic.
How does this cloning work anyway? Well, AI face generation uses 2 neural networks to create and refine realistic human faces from large data sets.
Pick what type of male you want, ethnicity, eye color, hair color.
The AI program then does the rest.
From there, facial tracking can be used to bring this image to life. So, the dark side? AI romance scammers. And their target range is typically older, lonely folks. They build trust and love with these desperate singles, only to crush them when the truth is revealed. They were never there for love. This past November, Jim, an elderly man from Chicago, lost over $260,000 to a scammer deepfaking as a young woman.
Hey, honey, you're the best.
And then that's one day she's like, "Honey, I love you."
Jim said he met her through a wrong number text message, and as they got closer, she asked him to invest money in a stock exchange, and later an overseas crypto account in her name. Strangely enough, Jim would be charged hundreds of thousands to take the money out.
2 security experts tell the I-Team that video is heavily filtered.
This past April, a South Korean woman lost over $50,000 to a scammer pretending to be Elon Musk. She had been a fan of the billionaire, and when he personally DM'd her on Instagram, she couldn't believe it. That's when the video calls began, and the deepfake Elon was able to convince her to invest thousands of dollars into what he told her was his Korean colleague's bank account. While she did not provide any videos of the scammer, here's how a realistic deepfake Elon is nowadays.
This is deepfake example of what is possible with powerful computer and editing.
But for some, it's hard to convince them that these celebrity accounts are not the real deal.
You really think Keanu Reeves spends his time talking to a 65-year-old woman trying to shake her down for $50 gift cards?
It's part of what he does.
This woman had been in a Keanu Reeves Facebook fan page when a fake Keanu profile DM'd her before they moved to text messages.
He's always very romantic, flirtatious, being very, very nice about it.
Despite the fake Keanu not following through on promised vacations, shopping sprees, marriage, being sent a fake driver's license, asking for money on a frequent basis, getting access to her bank account, and even threatening her over money, this woman had fallen head over heels. spending a total of $5,000 on him. As some have suggested, perhaps there's an emptiness that these romance scammers fulfill.
There's absolutely nothing I can do to convince you you're being scammed?
Maybe Keanu Reeves should walk in the door and tell me that he didn't do this.
But for some, realizing their loneliness got the best of them,
I was desperately alone. You think, how could I be so stupid?
Can be emotionally devastating.
I tried to kill myself because I felt like I couldn't live knowing that I had participated in something like that.
This North Texas woman lost a total of $3,200 to a scammer who chatted with her for months on Instagram before he asked for money, alleging he was robbed and injured. When she realized she, a college-educated woman, fell for an obvious scam likely out of loneliness, she felt ashamed to be alive. We'll discuss how to identify these scams later in the video, but first, there's something even darker that we've only been shown a glimpse of. What happens when AI deepfakes come between real relationships? Last year, Netflix released a show called Deepfake Love, showing us how this technology can ruin real-life relationships. The premise of the show is to test 5 long-term couples to see if they can trust each other in the presence of attractive singles that try to tempt them. During the filming of the show, the couples find out deepfake technology can be used to manipulate the footage to create fake scenarios. There's a prize of 100,000 euros, approximately $108,000 on the line, but it's not based on fidelity or trust. Instead, the couple who determines the largest number of correct real versus decoy videos wins. While the show itself is controversial, the main issue we're highlighting here is the deepfake technology. Oh, and don't forget, reality TV shows are also notorious for villain editing, where they Frankenstein clips and audio together to get the desired lines for their fake scene.
What I'm trying to say is recently, I've really hated you.
So, imagine manipulative editing paired with deepfake technology. The type of scenes that can be created can break apart any loving relationship. Take a look at this clip here. It looks like a woman is kissing a man's neck in the pool, right? Or this clip here, where a woman is smiling before she shares a passionate kiss with a man, right? Both of these clips aren't real. They're deepfakes. Let's revisit the first clip. The real clip shown on the right side shows the woman and man are sitting with some space between each other in the pool. There is no skin contact or kissing. And the second clip? The real clip shown on the right shows the single man trying to tempt the woman, but they do not share a kiss at any point. Yes, while their partners might not have cheated in these situations, they were shown clips that appeared to expose their partners flirting with other people, the emotional impact of which could not be overstated. "I'm ashamed my parents will see this," said one contestant, "but that is my boyfriend." Viewers were shocked by the concept, even writing, "I don't think they show the real scene next to the fake one in the side-by-side. If they are, it's impossible to tell." But are there any cases where this technology could be helpful? One Redditor explained it helped expose a toxic relationship, writing, "My life is a Black Mirror episode right now, and I have no idea how to feel about this." The user further explained their boyfriend used a deepfake app to take videos of their intimate moments and place their platonic friends' faces over theirs. "I'm so confused why he would use our friends' faces and why he needs to cover my face," they wrote. "He says he did it because he felt like adult content was messing up his head, so he wanted to find new ways. He says he used their face because they were familiar and it was just a pretty face. They are our friends and he talks to some of them almost every day." To no surprise, the relationship didn't pan out. While this situation exposed a toxic relationship, it still highlights the troubling nature of identities and bodies being easily transferable with the use of deepfake technology. As the Redditor expressed, "I really hope this doesn't give any perverts any ideas. I'm never posting a picture of my face again. Be safe, y'all." But with no signs that AI is going anywhere, how should the public prepare for a world where we live alongside this technology? Well, when it comes to separating the real from the fake, AI currently has its tells. For example, AI chatting still struggles when answering open-ended questions and deciphering sarcasm. AI-generated images and videos are also imperfect, whether it's an uncanny element that doesn't seem entirely human, or body parts that don't line up with what appears in nature.
Sloan and I found the hands created by artificial intelligence often looking bizarre. Missing fingers, extra fingers, whatever that is.
Deepfakes can also be identified by abnormal skin tone, discoloration, weird lighting, and misplaced shadows. And when it comes to the romance scams that implement this technology, according to the FTC, the most common excuse for not meeting in person is being in a faraway military base or being an oil rig worker. Then again, what better way to catch these AI scammers than with AI itself? See, Bumble has launched a deception detector tool that reportedly has been able to block 95% of spam, scam, and fake profiles, and it won't be long before other platforms follow suit. However, as technology continues to lure people in through scams and alternatives to traditional relationships, in-person communication remains the only surefire way to form connections on a human level. After all, offline, there's no AI, there's only you. But the world of AI and romance runs deeper than this.
Ayana.
While researching this topic, we noticed another eerie situation.
And while not all needs are met, that is the next step, is actual physical girlfriends, AI ones for that matter.
Would you be interested in hearing about the dark side of AI love bots? Leave a comment below and consider subscribing to stay updated. Before you go, don't forget to check 2 Dots, a puzzle game filled with hundreds of levels to sharpen your strategy skills and extra fun with weekly events.